I'm Jonathan,
I'm Evie.
and this is our reef tank. We started cycling this tank 3 weeks ago. We're finally getting ammonia and nitrite readings at 0, and we're finally getting some nitrates. We aren't adding fish yet because the name of the game this time is going to be patience, which is not something I did a very good job with last time.
I don't like that game. That game is boring.
I had a reef tank 5 years ago. COVID hit. We unfortunately had a little accident in the house, and I had to take it down to repair some carpet. When we set it back up, I could never get it come back to where it was before. I had problems with algae, I couldn't balance my nutrients, and it just didn't look as good as it once did. The other problem is I didn't spend enough on the proper equipment. So I didn't have the right lights, the right flow, or anything to really balance this out and make this successful. Quite frankly, I wanted to be more successful this time. So we took the right amount of time to do the right amount of research. We got the right equipment as far as we can tell. We're going to have a lot more patience as we build this out. We've got a quarantine tank off to the side over here where we've got 2 little fishes, an Ocellaris clownfish and a chocolate mocha clownfish, and their names are
Nemo
and
Look.
Fin Diesel. So they're going to stay in quarantine for a couple more weeks. Once we think that they're looking good, we'll bring them into the main tank here. So we're really excited to do that. So what's different this time? Well, we wanted to make sure that we picked the right tank. I went with a Red Sea Max Nano G2. I know there are a lot of complaints about Red Sea tanks busting at the seams. Quite frankly, I haven't read or heard of a single instance with the Max Nano tanks. So we went ahead and purchased that. It's an all-in-one. So the return pump and the sump and everything is contained in the back. I've also got a filter roller and a skimmer to handle the mechanical filtration. Underneath is completely empty. It's a little bit of a mess right now. It needs to be organized. I'll certainly share that in the future. But we wanted to make sure we did this right. So like I said, we made sure that we got lights that could grow coral healthily and sustain the health of the coral long term. And we also make sure that we're spending the right amount of time on maintenance. So I will be doing weekly water changes. We'll talk more about that. I will be keeping up more with the skimmer. The filter roller, as opposed to filter socks, should be a huge upgrade and keep me from having to constantly maintain this thing. And quite frankly, the big difference this time versus last is 5 years ago, I was in an office 5 days a week. I couldn't spend as much time with the tank. That ultimately led to its demise, I suppose. Now I am fully remote, which means I can be home except when I'm traveling to keep an eye on this, which means I can check it every day, look at it every day, make sure my fish and my corals are healthy, and everything's progressing like it should. Right now, we've got a few Seraph snails at the bottom now that we're starting to get diatoms.
Where's the other?
He's somewhere around this. Yeah, you see? We spent a lot of time on the rock work to make sure that it was going to work really, really well for what we wanted to do. It gave us some high points up top for some SPS, some mid-level for some mid-level corals, and then plenty of room in the sand. Thankfully, I still have plenty of room around where I can clean the rock or clean the screen.
And we have
Glass.
space up on the rocks.
Yep, and we have space on the rocks for plenty of corals. And for them to hang out. The long-term goal, we won't be overstocking this. We definitely know we already have 2 clownfish. We'll probably get a wrasse, perhaps a goby and pistol shrimp combo. Who knows where this goes, but obviously if that combined, can we get a what?
Bubble forest?
Oh, and definitely bobo coral. That'll be long-term, obviously. So the next few months will really be getting the tank to a point of stability, making sure we can maintain our nutrients, make sure we can keep the tank algae-free, continuing to quarantine new fish as we get them. Maybe in 3 months we'll start to get a coral if we can, and we'll see where it goes from there. That's our story. We hope you join us again. Subscribe for more, and we will see where this thing goes. Thanks.